Yes, dear youngsters, welcome. What a beautiful occasion every day to meet you and do the study of Geetha along with you. A very fulfilling thing for me. And I expect that you two are getting benefit out of it and then appreciate your being regular and sincere. My wishes and prayers that you learn from this the principles required for making maximum out of life for yourselves and world at large. And those are coming from last 498 days. They really deserve all the applauds. So 14th chapter of Gita we are in, doing from 498 days. Four more are there, so it may take 2-3 months more. Not only Gita, but so many other things also we are learning through our these 1 hour classes. Like every day, today also, Vishnu Sahasranama learning. Before that, Brahma's divine qualities, some more. Before that, Gita. Today we'll be studying Tamo Guna. Before that, Vedic chanting test for 10 minutes. Before that, our Sahana Bhavatu in Sankalpa. Before that, our first topic every day of 2-3 brain feedings. We call as common sense thoughts, some useful thoughts for our life. Today's thought for 2-3 minutes is this: okay, slowly and steadily, using your intellect, willpower, etc., in life, start thinking and settling for greater and higher and nobler things, not the lower, lowest things. Think about it. Think about and settle for greater and higher, not the lower, lowest. How far this has to be done is till we become so confident, so matured in our life. This life or next life or toward the elderly age of this life, whenever that we are able to have the magnanimity, maturity to think and be attentive, settle for the greatest and highest. The greatest and the highest is the Lord only. So much before settling for the greatest, highest, the Lord as the goal in our life, which is at the highest level. If you can do it right away, you are really great. But much before that, even in our lives, so many places, so many times of thinkings and decisions to be made, settle not because of some weakness, settle not because of some pulls and pushes for the lower things. So every moment, these two things come in front of us, the higher and lower. What for we settle is very, very crucial thing. A weakling, an immature, the one who has no confidence, doesn't recognize the abilities and possibilities in him. He just always settles for the lower. But a person who wants to grow or who's already grown up, he will only settle for the higher. Okay. So hundreds of ideas we can discuss, but broadly think about a few things. Okay. Should we settle for हार्ड वर्क और लेजीनेस. सोच लो. ऑप्शन इज लेफ्ट टू यू. वेरी क्लियर डिस्कशन. Should we settle for living at the body level or mind level? Which is higher, which is greater? Sacrificing the mind's emotions for the bodily comforts or sacrificing the lower bodily comforts for the mind's emotions? Further, the intellect. Same way, what is better to settle for? Settle for selfishness or selflessness? Settle for the ego or humbleness? Settle for the extrovertedness or the introvertedness. Settle for the thought of revenge or forgiveness. How many are there in life? At every point, the lower and higher they come in front of us. If you go on getting habit of settling for lower, we as a human being insulting our dignity, insulting our own ability, insulting all the given opportunities, and even insulting the possibilities. Think about it. है ना? Excessively sleep or moderate sleep. Lavishly eating like buffalo, sleeping or moderation. What is the one to which we want to settle? Exercise and healthy body or no exercise at all, sitting like buffalo and growing fat everywhere. What we are settling for, the lower or higher? Think about it. You know, I won't care my parents. Settle for that. Or I respect, value, care them. Settle for this. And this is my job. I will do it seriously, sincerely, regularly. Settle in that. No, no, no. I will be compromising. Irregular I'll be, insincere I'll be, procrastinating I'll be in the work. अब ऐसा सेटल हो जाओगे तो ऐसा ही जीवोगे तो ऐसा ही मिलेगा. सो सेटल फॉर देश भक्ति, देश प्रेम, देश सेवा और देश निंदा. अब देख लो, देश सेवा करनी कि देश का क्या कहते हैं ना, चोरी करना है ना, अपने घर में अपना खुद ही चोरी करना, अपने देश में खुद ही चोरी करना. What are you thinking in life and settling for? And a weakling goes on settling for lower, and settling for lower makes one more and more weaker. A stronger one settles for higher. As he settles for higher, he starts becoming stronger and stronger. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थॉट आज डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. जितना इंपॉर्टेंट जो कल का थॉट उतना ही. मित्रों, सोचो, दिमाग लगाओ. ह्यूमन बीइंग हो, दिमाग है. सोचो, समझो. There are some youngsters or human beings who are totally gone cases, like animals, that they are lost in their wrong decisions and settlements, that they are not available for intellectual guidance. I can't talk to them. My namaskar to them. Those are rigid fellows, those are adamant, those are stubborn. Just now came from the Pashu animal yoni, became human now. Cruel, crooked, non-sensitive, non-sensible also. अब मैं क्या कह सकता हूँ उनको, प्रणाम नमस्कार ही करूँगा. आई विल जस्ट सी भगवान ऐसे भी व्यक्त होते हैं. दैट्स इट आई कैन डू. बट द वंस हु आर अवेलेबल फॉर विजडम, इंटेलेक्शन, गाइडेंस, ready to change themselves for better, to those people are these discussions. Settle for better and greater in life, not for the lower and false ones. Then comes the higher. Settle for bhoga or yoga. Settle for tyaga or bhoga. है ना? You understand? Settle for satsanga or dussanga. Settle for studying shastra or nonsense books. Settle for being with the masters, gurus who guide or the lower. Settle for upasana of the devata or begging the worldly people. Settle for meditation or meditation. अब देखो, I am to settled in my life that my goal is only Paramatma. I will be able to reach or not in this life or 20, 30 lives. How much struggle I have to go through, sacrifice I have to go through, pains I have to go through, tests I have to go through. I don't know. But I have settled in my mind, but that's my goal. And prepared my mind that it is not an easy job or task. En route will be so many कांटे होंगे, पत्थर होंगे, दलदल होएगा. मैंने कहा चलता रहूंगा भाई. So that's the meaning of settling. If it's not settled, then I settle for the lower things. Do yajna, do upasana, go to Sarga, or here only work hard and become millionaire, or cheat somebody and get quick money. Many people settle in this way, na? In their own way, they settle and they are living life and adding to the country's beauty or ugliness, growth or destruction. Like the opposition party settled कि रूलिंग पार्टी को उतारना ही है उनका कोई भी अच्छा काम अप्रिशिएट नहीं करना. So can you imagine that in an Abu Dhabi, in Islamic place, a Hindu prime minister going to inaugurate a Hindu temple? Just now it has happened 1 hour back. That also on 14th February. But still we don't acknowledge the greatness, respect it. We only settle. Ki how come we come together? How we come together and topple down? And do what then? Do we have the ability capacity to take the country ahead in this way? As it is happening now. No, ऐसा अब हम नहीं सोचना. Like the farmers agitation from Punjab, Chandigarh. They have settled कि हमारे मांगे पूरी करो. अरे भैया वो करने से in all other sectors of the nation there will be total downfall. Country is not only one wing of the things, na? Everything put together is a nation. So we can't allow your demands. हाँ थोड़ा compromise. मध्य मार्ग दोनों मिलेंगे. No, I will say I have settled. I am rigid. I will do धरना रास्तों रोको. तो then थोड़ा फिर उससे गड़बड़ हो जाएगा देश की शांति के लिए. Then you will be the cause. All the sin will incur to you. If I become cause of disturbance to the world or the nation or progress, I will be put in नरक only. ये भय तो तुमको होना चाहिए. Honestly put your demands. Every demand may be justifiable, but not viable completely because so many other things are there. You have to take into account all aspects. Then you have to sacrifice. Like your mother has to take care of you. It is justifiable because you are her son or daughter. That is true. But she has other own, her husband is there, your father, in-laws are there, neighbors are there, relatives are there. अब तुमको वो सब नहीं सोचना बस I am your son, you have to take care. Then your thinking is wrong. You are not settling correctly. So our wrong settlements, settled in drugs, drinks, settled in corruption, settled in selfishness, settled in ego, settled in insistences. Are you are unsettling yourself and the world because of these lower settlements. On the other hand, the higher ones, if you settle in, you are evolving, you are allowing the world to grow. So today's our discussion is what? Settle for higher and greater and nobler, not the lower and useless and ignoble. Till you mature to settle for the highest and greatest, which I told you. बस मुझे वो जाना. Arjuna settled for highest. Parikshit settled for highest. Prahlad ji settled for highest. Dhruva settled for highest. Nachiketa settled for highest. Therefore, their lives have become permanent inspiration. Of course, to those who want to take. अब गधा घोचू हम तरह लेता नहीं इंस्पिरेशन वहां से वो क्या करें. They have settled for the greatest, noblest, and it never was easy for them. It never higher things are easy for anyone. Take it for granted. Only the lower things sometimes they can be easier. There can be shortcuts, but all of them again put us in the soup only. Like to take revenge is easy. Forgive is difficult. Nobody says easy. To be selfish is easy. Selfless is always difficult. To balance in the dualities is difficult. Reaction is easier. Isn't it? क्षमा करना मुश्किल है. ये है, who says not? Working hard is always tough. Being lazy is easy. But then you think about it. दिमाग है, मनुष्य है, सोचो फिर. Human life is only in the best way to think and decide for the greater and higher and go on doing for it. In the scientists, if they had settled for the lower, could they have recognized all this what we are enjoying now? इतना inventions हुआ है because they didn't settle at the lower level. They want higher, higher, higher. Aikine Baba. So then we should also think, settle for the higher, greater, nobler. Professionally, we कहता हूँ, don't settle as a clerk, try to become an officer, but honestly, working hard. Don't settle by a Hazarpati, aim at Karodpati, but honestly learn it, earn it. Don't settle with two friends, have thousand, but then how to do, what to do for that? Honestly, wahi karo. Then only the inner abilities will come into functioning. And then only there is joy and satisfaction of achieving something. नहीं तो क्या हुआ कि easy relaxed life we lived that is enjoyable, but later on there will be regrets and guilts that I have not achieved anything. On the other hand, these things of settling for the higher, in the process it is so tough, so suffering, miserable, but after achieving it, it's eternal fulfillment, lifelong fulfillment. Like how much I struggle every day to talk to you on Geetha, on common sense thought, doing that 10 minutes of Vedic chanting, doing Sahana Bhavatu, talking to you on Vishnu Sahasranama, chanting and Ramayana. 7 things I do every day. ये आसान थोड़ी है, आराम थोड़ी है, पैसे थोड़ी मिल रहे मुझे. Who is encouraging me? Who is helping me? Are you any one of you regular to the classes? Did anyone came and told, स्वामी जी हम आपका help करेंगे? Is the government giving me Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan? Where is the comfort in this class for me? No. But then I know when I do this Gita completely to my children, my youth, I'll be greatly satisfied. Now I'm satisfied that 13 chapters I have done. I aim at that contentment and satisfaction that one Shastra of our Sanatana Dharma, which includes every marg of our moksha and sukha, I have spoken on that. ये तृप्ति कोई नहीं ले सकता मेरे से. And then I'm going through difficulties. इसको in 18th chapter of Gita you will see Satvika Sukham, which is in the beginning filled with lot of efforts and sacrifices, but later on it gives such a joy. Every higher achievement is like that. In the beginning you struggle, but all that is forgotten when you achieve the higher goal. The lower ones are in the beginning they are happiness, but later on you have regret, guilt. That's called Tamasic Sukham. Vishamiva, Rajasic, Tamasic. We'll see all of that. So today's thought is settle for higher and greater and nobler, not lower, till you mature to settle for the highest and greatest, noblest, that is divinity. Every day. You become your own guide, your own decision maker, your own performer, your own achiever and appreciator. मैं तो यही सोच रहा हूँ सेटल फॉर हायर जितना हो सके. देखा थॉट जब गंभीर है, डिसीजन जब बड़ा है, एक्शन जब नोबल होता है ना, द जॉय ऑफ लाइफ इज ग्रेट. So I give you a good idea of all that. In spiritual class, I talk them. Do you want to settle at the body level? But body is temporary. It will have diseases, old age, and die. Therefore, you will never be complete with that settling at the body level. Do you want to settle at the objects level? No object has permanent value. That also will deceive you, cheat you one day. So you can't. Can you settle with the human beings or relations? You can't because anybody can leave you and go anytime. Again, nobody is permanent. People will change. You can't settle at wanting to be happy with people, whether their parents are brothers or sister or wife, husband. कोई भी नहीं होगा permanent. You want to settle with the places. Every place for the being time being becomes comfortable. Thereafter you will know the problems there. तो देश काल वस्तु व्यक्ति में आप सुख नहीं पा सकते. Then where you can settle is only in Paramatma. Because that alone is infinite and permanent. So be a spiritual seeker. Settle in that thought. This is what I talk to spiritual people. But for you, at your lower level, little diluting. But a very important way we have discussed it. Though it took time, 17, 20 minutes, but it is worthy. सुन लेना 2-3 बार, देन अपना औकात को बढ़ाओ by settling for higher. Don't fall down in your own nazar and others nazar by settling for the lower things. Everywhere in your dining table, settling for lower is serving yourself first, not at all serving others. Settling for higher is first serve to all, then you. When you are traveling, give way for others. That is higher settling. Not that you rashly drive and dash. Everywhere settle for higher. There are always two options, lower and higher. Thank you. ओम परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थम पुराण इतिहास श्रुतिस्मृतुक्त भगवत भागवत ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शन अनुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृते सांप्रदायिनं शास्त्राणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरायाः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पूर्वसिद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुर आरोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम राम मंदिरवत् समस्त मंदिराणां पुनरावाप्ति तेषु भगवद उपासनया सत्संगानां द्वारा धर्म मोक्ष सर्वत्र प्रतिष्ठापनार्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां समस्त युवानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये देशभक्ति धर्मभक्ति परमात्मभक्ति गुरुभक्ति शास्त्रभक्ति आध्यात्मिक भक्ति माता पितृभक्ति सेवा भक्ति प्राप्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेकानेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना कार्यक्रमाणां मध्ये प्रार्थना मंत्राण उच्चारणं वेदमंत्र पारायणं गीता चतुर्दशोध्यायस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वाल्मीकि रामायणं बालकांड प्रथम सर्गस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं तस्मिन् उक्त श्रीरामचंद्र स्वामिनः दिव्य गुणानाम् आविष्करणम् अभ्यासं श्री विष्णु दिव्य सहस्रनाम स्तोत्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे सर्वोत्कृष्ट जीवन साफल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं करिष्यामहे. संकल्प इज डन. ओम 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Settle for smile, not cry. Settle for being regular to the class, not irregular. Settle for being sincere, not insincere. Clear? ओम अथ श्री वेदमात्रे नमः. अथ श्री कृष्णयजुर्वेदीया तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणं प्रथमाष्टकं पंचम प्रपाठकः. एकोनषष्टितम मंत्रात् आरभ्य 7-8 minutes it will take. Listen attentively. Vedic chanting. Get inspired yourself to learn, practice, master and get blessings. Start. ओम एकविगंश आहुस्तृतीय सवने प्रातः सवनं पंच च. ओम तस्यावाचो वपादादविभयुः तमेतेषु सप्तसु च छन्दः स्वश्रयन् यदश्रयन् तच्छ्रायन्ति यस्य श्रायन्ति यत्त्वं यद्वारयन् तद्वारवन्ति यस्य वारवनीयत्वं तस्यावाच एवावपादादविभयुः तस्मा एतानि सप्तचतुरत्तराणि चतुरुत्तराणि छन्दागस्युपाददुः तेषामतित्रीण्यरिच्यन्त न त्रीण्युदभवन् स बृहतीमेवास्पृशत् द्वाभ्यामक्षराभ्याम् अहोरात्राभ्यामेव तदाहुः कतमासा देवाक्षरा बृहती प्रत्यतिष्ठत् द्वादश पौर्णमास्यः द्वादशाष्टकाः द्वादशामावास्याः एषा वावसा देवाक्षरा बृहती यस्यान्तत् प्रत्यतिष्ठदिति यानि च छन्दागस्यत्यरिच्यन्त यानि च नोदभवन् तानि निर्वीर्याणि हीनान्यमन्यन्त सा ब्रवीद् बृहति मामेव भूत्वा मामुपसर्गश्रयतेति चतुर्भिरक्षरैरनुष्टुप् गृह्णतीन्नोदभवत् चतुर्भिरक्षरैः पङ्क्तिर्बृहतीमत्यरिच्यत तस्यामेतानि चत्वार्यक्षराण्यपच्छिद्या दधात् ॐ ते बृहति एव भूत्वा बृहतीमुपसमश्रियताम् अष्टाभिरक्षरैर् उष्णीगृह बृहतीन्नोदभवत् अष्टाभिरक्षरैः त्रिष्टुग्बृहतीमत्यरिच्यत तस्यामेतान्यष्टा वक्षराण्यवच्छिद्या दधात् ते बृहति एव भूत्वा बृहतीमुपसमश्रयताम् द्वादशभिरक्षरैर्गायत्री बृहतीन्नोदभवत् द्वादशभिरक्षरैर् जगति बृहतीमत्यरिच्युत तस्यामेतानि द्वादशाक्षराण्यपच्छिद्या दधात् ते बृहति एव भूत्वा बृहतीमुपसमश्रयताम् सोऽब्रवीत् प्रजापतिः छन्दागं सिरथो मे भवत् युष्माभिरहमेतम् अध्वान्तमनुसञ्चराणि ते तस्य गायत्री च जगती च पक्षावभवताम् उष्णिक् च त्रिष्टुप् च पृष्ठौ पृष्ट्या अनुष्टुप् च पङ्क्तिश्च धुर्यौ बृहत्येवोद्धिरभवतु स एतं छन्दो रतमास्ताय एतमध्वानमन्तु नमनुसवचरतु एतगं हवै छन्दो रतमास्ताय एतमध्वानमनुसञ्चरति येनैष एतत् सञ्चरति य एवं विद्वान् सोमेन यजते य उचैनमेवं वेद अभवन्वाव सा देवाक्षरा बृहत्यतधात् द्वादशक्षाक्षराण्य पच्छिद्या दधादहस्ताय षट्च अग्नेः कृत्तिका यत्पुण्यं देवस्य सवितुर्ब्रह्मवादिनः कृत्युतमेव देवा वा आयुषः प्राणमिन्द्रो दधीचो देवासुरास्स प्रजापतिः स समुद्रो ये वै चत्वारस्तस्यावाचो द्वादश अग्नेः कृत्तिका देवगृहा ऋतमेव वैश्वदेवेन ते तदन्तन्तं पञ्चदशेन च ते बृहति एव द्विषष्टिः अग्नेः कृत्तिकाय उचैनमेवं वेद हरिः ॐ तत्सत् इति श्रीतैत्तिरीयब्राह्मणे प्रथम अष्टके पंचम प्रपाठकः. So 5 prapatakas we have done. Great. Fifth one took 10 days. Thank you. Now come to our fifth topic of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Adhenam 14th chapter. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. First two shlokas Jnana Mahima. Next two shlokas Jnana spoken. Then what binds us? The Prakriti. What is Prakriti? What are three gunas? Explanation started from shloka number 5. Fifth shloka enumerated what are the three gunas and told very categorically that these three gunas bind the pure Paramatma as a jiva by making him identify with the three dehas. Sattvam, Rajaha, Tamaha iti gunaha prakriti sambhavaha ye mahabaho nibadnati dehe dehinam. Then the sixth shloka we studied talked about the Sattva guna. Seventh shloka about Rajo. These are exhaustively studied yesterday, day before, even 2 days before. Today what we do is one time these two shlokas we chant, then eighth one 4 times we chant and study Tamo Guna's description today in detail. Okay, let us start. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Varam Brahmane Namaha. Shrimad Bhagavad Geeta अथ चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः गुणत्रय विभाग योगः अष्टमश्लोकः षष्ठः सप्तमाष्टमाः श्लोकाः श्रीभगवानुवाच तत्र सत्त्वं निर्मलत्वात् प्रकाशकमनामयं सुखसङ्गेन बध्नाति ज्ञानसङ्गेन चानघ रजोरागात्मकं विद्धि तृष्णासङ्गसमुद्भवं तन्निबध्नाति कौन्तेय कर्मसङ्गेन देहिनं तमस्त्वज्ञानजं विद्धि मोहनं सर्वदेहिनां प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः तन्निबध्नाति भारत तमस्त्वज्ञानजं विद्धि मोहनं सर्वदेहिनां प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः तन्निबध्नाति भारत तमस्त्वज्ञानजं विद्धि मोहनं सर्वदेहिनां प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः तन्निबध्नाति भारत तमस्त्वज्ञानजं विद्धि मोहनं सर्वदेहिनां प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः तन्निबध्नाति भारत. Very, very important topic of our general life, spiritual life. Friends, we are discussing. And all Vedanta philosophy, when practically properly understood and got the ability of practically using it, it helps in beautifying our Vyavaharik life and successes. Also, though, that is not the goal of spirituality. Spiritual goal is Paramatma Prapti only. Spirituality is goal. Okay. Now, the whole thing should never be forgotten. Again and again, every day I am repeating. One is Paramatma, second is Maya Shakti, which is called as Prakriti Avyakta Vyakruta. Third, it has got three gunas. It expresses through three gunas in the form of the world. And I myself am Paramatma Tattva. Because of these three gunas, get tied down to my three dehas. Then, as a dehi or the deha tadatmya jiva, I suffer in the world. So, the only way to moksha is go beyond three gunas. For that, you have to understand each of the guna, its expressions, its lakshanas, how it binds, how to come out of those bondage. That a very highly systematic, intellectual, scientific discussion we are doing. In this, the two, three principles important are God cannot be seen, is experienced. Prakriti cannot be seen. Three gunas cannot be seen, but they are assessed. They are inferred through their expression. So, seeing these expressions, we should infer these gunas are functional. Then, if they are destructive, change them. If they are constructive, improve them. And the whole world is made of Prakriti. Therefore, in the whole world, the three gunas are there. Which is predominant at what time? And which guna can be added or removed? These things we have to very clearly know. More and more when you listen, think or contemplate, you start getting the clarity. Okay. Today, as an idea, I tell you these things. Okay. One is people are there in the world. Three types are there. Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. Bacho Tamasic Rajasic say no problem if you have friends with Sattva Guna. Clear? Clear? And what are the gunas? Anyway, we are studying. So too in the world, the objects also are three types, Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. The Tamasic Rajasic will destroy you. Sattvic can help. Therefore, give up the Tamasic Rajasic, hold on to Sattvic. You know, good food, Sattvic food. The Rajoguna food of Mirchi Masala, Tamoguna food of non-veg. You know now what is difficulty in understanding it. Clear? People, things in the world are of three types. Be careful to be holding on to Sattvic for your own interest. In the same way, within myself, the body, prana, senses, mind, intellect. can be by misguidance allowed to become tamasic, allowed to become rajasic, then they will be detrimental for my growth or progress. But with our hard work and effort, we can make our all these faculties sattvic. They can help us. But even sattvic also bondage because our goal is tattva, paramatma, not living at the prakriti or gunas level. $1 million thoughts we are sharing every day. If you really grasp them, use them, oh, highest moksha, you get it. Today we have added this information to you. Okay. Now, what is Sattva Nirmala? What it does, Prakashakam Anamaya. It makes all faculties function with their maximum ability and it gives easiness to the entire faculties and the owner of the faculties, the individual. Okay, but still Sattva also binds. How? Sukha Sangena, Jnana Sangena. What is the meaning of it? Sukha and Jnana happen to Mana Buddhi. I am not Mana Buddhi, I am the self. But by identifying with the Mana, I become Sukhi. By identifying with the Buddhi, I become Jnani. So I try to become Sukhi and Jnani. So becoming Sukhi and Jnani is better than Dukhi and Ajnani, but that is still at the Upadhi level. That you are identified with Upadhi, you have forgotten your essential self. Your essential self is neither Sukha nor Jnanam. It is instead of Sukha, it is Ananda. Instead of Jnanam, it is pure consciousness. And the Sukha Jnanam of the Sattva comes and goes. But my essential self, as I am the Jnapti Sarupa consciousness and I am a blissful being, that is eternal, permanent, it will never reduce, it will never disappear. ये है फर्क सत्व गुण में तत्व में. Therefore, Sukha Badnati. People do lot of upasanas, punya karma, earn lot of money and get name and fame, the powers, positions as a king, etc. Nothing wrong they have done, nothing of negativity, but yet they still are bound by that sattva guna because they won't realize their inner self. They say हमको मजा आ रहा है इसमें, हम तो किसी को धोखा नहीं दिए, हमने खुद मेहनत करके कमाया. So you understand how that sukha binds him. And the jnana, I'm living good life, no life, I'm not troubling anyone. I can help even the world also in all that. So that buddhi ka jnana se wo identify ho gaya. By that, he is not realizing he is the self, the conscious Satchidananda Paramatma who is everywhere there. For that highest knowledge, he is not available. This Sattva Guna. That's the only way Sattva Guna is binding, we can say. Otherwise, Sattva Guna is very essential, very required for all success in the world to suppress the Rajo Tamo Guna and come out of their calamity. तीनों गुणों में देखा जाए तो सत्व गुण अच्छा है, बट सत्व गुण भी बंधन है. We have to go to the tattva. Are you able to understand, my dear friends? I am repeatedly telling. Same way the Rajoguna. What is Rajoguna's expression or work? Raga Atmakam. It colors our personality with the things that are happening in the world. Raga Atmakam. Once the rung of that touches me, then I become in my mind disturbed. The disturbance expresses as Trishna and Asanga. So wherever there is Trishna, the desire for things which are not with me, and also Asanga, attachment to the things which are there with me, whether they are required or not, that is called Rajoguna working. But do you mean to say that I should not involve in any things or any enjoyment? No, no, no. Sattva gun ka kaam hona chahiye. Wahan the sattva will decide with prakash. Like eating food. Without eating food, I will die. Therefore, food eating is sattva guna only. But in that food eating, this food only I want, that quantity I want. These are all not necessary there. But that Trishna is called as Rajoguna's work. That Asanga, that मैं ही खाऊंगा दूसरों को नहीं दूंगा ये वाला, that is Rajoguna. है कि नहीं? I want to live in a house. Naturally, you have to protect from the heat and cold and rain and winter. और पशु तो बना लो एक घर, सत्व गुण है वो. बट इन दैट रजोगुण क्या है? I will stay, I will not allow anyone, and the house has to be with so many comforts, luxuries. ये धीरे धीरे तृष्णा आसंग बढ़ रहा है. और कुछ हो गया तो हाउस को तो रोने लगते हो. ये सब कहाँ है? जरूरत नहीं. Even if you cry, it will not happen. Stop. What has to happen, it will happen only. बट सत्वगुण इसे हाँ बाहर आया, बारिश आई तो घर बह गया, चलो हो सके तो नया बनाता हूँ. सत्वगुण रजोगुणी विल क्राई, मेरा घर ही क्यों हो गया, मतलब दूसरों के जाना चाहिए. So me tell me why only my house has flown in the floods. मतलब आपका क्यों नहीं गया? That is Rajoguna. When Mahatma Ji का आश्रम में जाता he says, it was the banks of the river, the water was more, it took away, so what? Somewhere else I'll make. He's in Sattva-guna. Prakashakam and Anamaya. He knows the wisdom, Anamayam is not disturbed by it. Rajo fellow, Krishna and Asanga. Then how the Rajoguna minds? Karma Sangena. It pushes or identifies us, makes us identify the karma and makes us always कर्मठ. हमेशा अपने तृष्णा आसंग को पूर्ण करने के लिए कर्म में लगे ही रहता है बंदा. रजोगुणी. See the people in the world, the ambitious people of तृष्णा, money चाहिए, power चाहिए, name and fame चाहिए. अब लगे रहो. So you remain as only karta and you get your trishna and asanga fulfilled, but you never realize your essential self. This is why, from the pure spiritual standpoint, these three gunas are proved to be the binding things. Again, the guna cannot be seen. Its effect is seen. So wherever there is jnana and sukha, sattva guna working. Wherever there is trishna and asanga and busy with karma, we are in rajoguna. Now comes the third one, tamo guna. थोड़ा सा आज देखेंगे, थोड़ा ज्यादा. दैट इज व्हाट तमो गुण. सो तमस्त्वज्ञानजं विद्धि मोहनं सर्वदेहिनां प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः तन्निबध्नाति भारत. ये भारत. Bha means light. Light means Sattva-guna. Rata means reveling. Oh my dear, Sattva-guna reveling Indian, please understand this is how Tamo-guna will bind you if you are not careful. So like Sattva and Rajas, Tamo-guna also can be understood in three ways. One, what is its basic thing? Second, when that is overpowering us, how we behave. Third, how it binds us. Okay, like Sattva-guna, Nirmalam. Rajoguna is Ragatmakam. In the same way, what is Tamaguna? Tamaha is Ajnanajam. Okay. So too, Sattva-guna is Prakashakam and Anamayam. Rajaguna is Trishna Asanga Samudbhavam. And Tamoguna is what? Mohanam Sarvadehinam. I will explain it. So to Sattva-guna is what? Sukha Sangena Jnana Sangena Badnati. Rajaguna binds with Karma Sangena Badnati. Tamoguna Pramada Alasya Nidramehi Badnati. 90% of us, 90% of our life are victims of Tamoguna. 6-7% is Rajoguna. 4-2% is Sattva-guna. देख लोगे आप ही जब एक्सप्लेनेशन होगा. ओके, ना वन बाय वन सी. लेट अस थोड़ा सा आज करें, रिपीट कल करेंगे और डिटेल्ड बताएंगे. लॉट ऑफ एग्जांपल्स. फर्स्ट, तमः तो अज्ञानजम. सो तमो गुण एक्सप्रेसेस व्हेन देयर इज अज्ञान. अज्ञान से उत्पन्न होता है. वही बिकॉज व्हेन देयर इज ज्ञानम देयर इज ओनली सत्व गुण विल बी देयर. ओनली बिकॉज अज्ञान द तमो गुण कम्स. अज्ञानजम. इसको भी दो तरह से देख लो. वन इज स्पिरिचुअली क्या है? When I don't know I am the real self, when I don't know the whole world is reality, that ajnana is the cause for tamoguna. This is one way of understanding. Practical aspect of it is what? Generally, like, are you a human being or not? Yeah, I'm a human being. No, as a human being, how many things you have to achieve? Great things you have to achieve. But when I forget that I am a human being and I have to achieve so many, when these things are not known, called as ajnanam, from that tamoguna comes that you sleep like a buffalo. I'm giving the example how the tamas is born out of ajnana. Like all the government working people. They are given the money by the government. Government is public. We are paying the taxes. That's becoming the government's money that they are giving to the government servants. If that is not there, your life will not be there. Therefore, out of gratitude, you have to work 24 hours hard. If this jnanam is not there in that government servant, he will become tamoguni. 9 बजे आने का ऑफिस 11 बजे आएगा. 5 बजे 6 बजे निकलने का 4 बजे जाएगा. Remaining 4 hours, half of the time is in the canteen only. Then he will take the money from the down below the table as if the salary is not enough. He has Ajnanam, therefore he is doing all that natak. Road left turning is there, there is a, speed breaker is there, or pit hole is there. Jnanam. If you have a Jnanam, you will properly negotiate and move. But when there is an Ajnanam of that, ki there is such thing is there, tamaha, that you are just miss your sight and you fall and get into that accident. I give you so many examples. Tamaha to Ajnanajam. In another way is what? As I just now said, when I have the Jnana of my goal and possibilities. Like I have a Jnana of, as a human being, as a Swami, I can do Geetha classes, other classes. When I have this goal, then I will be active and dynamic working only. I will not be tamoguni, sleeping like a useless fellow. है कि नहीं? लोग क्यों सोते रहते हैं तमोगुणी? बिकॉज ज्ञान नहीं है that they can achieve greater and greater things in life. And जिनको ये ज्ञान खुल गया, so they won't be lazy. They won't working, growing. So that is how first thing is explained. Tamaha is born out of ajnana. What is the influence of tamaha? What an important discussion it is. I need your full attention. Don't be in tamoguna now. What it does, it mohanam. This tamoguna, when it overpowers us, it dilutes us. It confuses us. What is the mohanam? Not seeing the thing as it is and seeing something else there. Accident होता है कि नहीं? Why accident हुआ? Mohanam. What is that? He thinks there is a road, but there is no road. मोहित हो गया ना. 100% accident because of moha only. Born out of Ajnanam. What is Ajnanam? He forgets he is driving the car. He starts thinking something else. Suddenly, the road appears. There is no road at all. He takes that side. Gir gayo valley. Again, I am repeating. I will repeat it 10 times. Mohanam means seeing the thing which is not there, seeing not the thing which is there. The best example is you, the students. When you go to school or college first day, why do you go? Only to study those subjects, get passed in the exams, and get good job and all. Na? But as you slowly become familiar with all the other people, and slowly you start developing friendship, and because of friendship, you go to their house, they come to your house, you together go to picnic party, you get attached to each other, and every nonsense you do. Except study, nothing should be done. For that purpose, you are sent there, and school also is there for that purpose. And slowly, except study, every nonsense you do. That means 100% mohanam. You fight with your colleagues, you are attracted to some useless fellow or fellow, you are arguing with your principal or teacher. इसके लिए गए क्या आप कॉलेज के लिए? एंड यू आर नॉट स्टडिंग. किसके लिए गए वो नहीं करना, जो नहीं करना वो करना. Another example is every human being. Human equipments of Sharira, Mana, Buddhi are given for knowing Paramatma. Anything done other than that is we are in delusion. अब समझ गया मोह माया का अर्थ क्या है? Which you might avoid here and there. We are all here to realize the God. That we are not doing means जो करना ही नहीं कर रहे. And we are never here to get caught up in this world or in this upadhi. But that's what we are doing. Put together is moha. So rope is there, that is not seen. Snake is never there, but that is seen. That is called as moha. I have come as a human being to know the God, not to get caught up here. So I am not trying that. I am doing all this nonsense. That is moha. Parents gave money for purchasing books. So instead of buying the books, oh, तुमने cigarette दारू में उड़ाया. That is moha. Body is given for hard work. वो नहीं कर रहे, lazy बन गए, मोह. Senses are given for gaining the higher knowledges so that you can use it for your growth. Instead of that, senses are used for bhoga, that is moha. Kan kyun diya? So that you listen from your gurus the knowledge and go do. Kan is never given for listening the music and entertainment and enjoyment and destroy your life. Ear can listen to the music and enjoyment. Doesn't mean ear should be used for it. Again, something is possible is different from whether it should be done or not. Like you can jump from 20th floor of a building. You can jump or not. You can. Does it mean that you must? In the same way, when you are in school and college or office, you can make friends. You can go with them every nonsense place. But is it that it's a must? Is it a must or what? But we make the nonsense things as a must, and the must things we give up. Studying Gita is a must because it is giving you the whole knowledge. But we never come to Gita. Watching all your cell phone, your nonsense things is so destructive. But didn't we make them as must? Now, is this topic not related to what we have seen in the introduction today? Settle for the highest, not to the lowest. Highest is Sattva lowest is Tamo Guna. देख लो किसके लिए सेटल होना है. Today's introduction. So we have talked two topics: Ajnanajam, then Mohanam. Now third, how it binds. Pramada, Alasya, Nidra. These are the three terrible things which destroy the whole generation itself if it is allowed to seep in just like the bacteria or virus. If it is allowed to spread without vaccination or carefully, it creates such a effect that whole generation will die. Before the medicine developed much, these plague or TB or cholera or these used to come and wipe out the village itself. पूरे गांव को तबाह कर देता हो. One disease coming. But now we are preventing and all, we have the knowledge. In the same way, these three durgunas of the Tamo Guna, when they are allowed, they wipe out the whole generation's growth and progress. And that country which is encouraging these three, that society, that system, that governance, that family, that college school, or that individual for that matter for himself, when he is getting caught up in these three durgunas of Tamoguna, guaranteed that he will destroy himself and others too. That is why clearly understanding and avoiding these three become very, very essential. Therefore, tomorrow the entire day we will discuss this Tamoguna with our full Sattoguna mind. So don't miss the class. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramarushibhyo Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Namaha Krishna Chandra Bhagavan की जय. डोंट मिस द क्लासेस बेटा. ये पूरा 14वां अध्याय बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. 14 चैप्टर. Right, now come to our Valmiki Ramayanam. Yesterday we have done the 16th shloka mein the first value of Rama, it has become 72nd value. Okay, now this shloka has 4 values. Let us do all of them today. Explanation भी 10 मिनट. कुछ बचा है तो कल. Okay. ओम आपदामपहर्तारं सर्वसंपदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं. श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः. अथ श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायणं बालकांडं प्रथम सर्गः. श्लोका नंबर 16. ओम श्रीरामाय नमः. ओम सर्वदाभिगतः सद्भिः समुद्र इव सिन्धुभिः आर्यः सर्व समश्चैव सदैव प्रियदर्शनः. अगेन सर्वदाभिगतः सद्भिः समुद्र इव सिन्धुभिः आर्यः सर्व समश्चैव सदैव प्रियदर्शनः. These are all divine qualities of Rama which made him so great that he is remembered as example even after the Treta Yuga over, Dwapara over, we are now in the Kali Yuga. And these are all qualities must for us to learn and practice. The real life's growth is not developing bank balance only, not developing a friends circle, not developing in our power position. Real human life's evolution is in developing these values, characters, wisdoms, devotion, surrender, spiritual emancipation. इसके लिए करना है हमको तरक्की. इसमें तरक्की है. इसमें तरक्की पाना fulfillment है human life का. Okay. Now see the sweetness of this first guna of Rama in this shloka. Total 72nd guna. Sarvada abhigataha sadbihi samudra iva sindhuvehi. Just like hundreds of rivers run and merge in the ocean to become. And very philosophical it is. Rivers are limited. Rivers have originated from the ocean. By being away from the ocean, they were feeling all those limitations. They realized their mistake. Now they are running to come back to their own source called as ocean and enjoy the infinitude like the ocean. ये वेदांत है pure, ultimate, highest. So I'll not tell you at that level, at the lower level only. एग्जाम्पल तो वही है. तो इन द केस ऑफ राम क्या है? सर्वदा अभिगता सद्भिः. Like all the rivers want to merge and become one with ocean, all the Satpurushas of the society used to come and spend time with Rama. They themselves are Satpurushas and they are attracted by Rama, means how great Rama must be. Therefore, three things in our life. One, don't be a person attracting the negative. So, two, second one, don't be a person repelling the positive. Third, therefore, be a person attracting positive. And that will happen only when I am positive. Just like at a physical level, very well, neat, suited, booted, coated, physically people come near to me. पूरा गंदा कपड़ा है, नहाया नहीं, all everything worst, people run away from me, na? Physical example diya. So too in our character, in our conduct, in our attitudes, intentions, like Rama, when we are pure, when we are selfless, when we are kind, compassionate, like Rama was attracting all the Satpurushas, we also attract good and noble people around. गुंडा है तो गुंडा ही हमारे पास आएंगे, दारू पीने वाला हूं मैं तो वही लोग आएंगे मेरे साथ. Isn't it? If I am hardworking, such people only come in my company. If I am noble, noble people come near me. So sadbhi sarvada abhigataha. All the Satpurushas of the society used to take appointment to meet with Rama. How much inspiring he is. Not असद भी. असद लोग तो डरते हैं राम से, डंडा मारेंगे उनको. Only Satpurushas coming, getting inspiration, getting more guidance, getting orders from him to execute so that the whole Ayodhya or the country is developed. That's what we said yesterday. Tell me who are your friends, I tell you who are you. Show me the books which you are reading, I know, I'll tell you who are you. Show me your album or photographs, I tell you what are you, like that. तो सर्वदा अभिगतः सद्भिः, निरंतर एक लाइन लगा रहता है सत्पुरुषों का. राम जी को मिलने आते थे वो लोग. असत्पुरुषों डरते हैं. Sadvihi means good people, good even birds, animals, every one of them seek the company of Lord Ram. इसे क्या सीखना है हमको? Unless I become pure in my heart and all, I won't attract the good people around me. Bad people may come to me. You know, the honeybee, flower attracts the honeybee. Dirt to fill that, the honeybees will not go. मक्खी जाएगी वहां फिर. The ordinary housefly will go and land on any dirty thing, including your nose, because it knows the nose is also so dirty. But the Madhumakki did ever came to your nose? It will come to you because you are a fool, but it mistakes the language. It thinks it is an Hindi fool, but we are English. वो जानकर वो भाग जाती है वो. The Madhumakki, the honeybee. So feel the meaning of this. Sarvada abhigata sadbhi. Samudraiva Sindhu is an example. Second one is Aryaha. Sri Ramaji is Arya. Arya means with all his dignified expressions, he is always respectful for everyone. It is we only in the company of people by all nonsensical behaviors that we lose our value in their eyes and they know more respect. And we shout, मेरे को क्यों respect नहीं कर रहे? Respect is not demanded रे बाबा. It is commanded, you know. दादा shouts, मेरे पोते मेरे को respect नहीं कर रहे. दादाजी आप ऐसे बिहेव करो कि वो रेस्पेक्ट करेंगे. Get up in the morning, don't watch TV and all, do your puja, japa, upasana, be in that gambhira sthiti, don't demand, don't insist, don't shout at them, don't show off all your achievements as arrogance. Then they find, acha dadaji thoda mature hai, they'll respect you. If you behave like a gunda dada, they will run away only. You will never love respect me because of you. You will respect me when I am respect worthy. तो रावण की तरह आर्य बनो, which is a very tough thing but not impossible but necessary. Arya, respectful, worthy. Not because he is a Dasharatha's putra only, not because Ikshvaku Vamsha. उस तरफ ये दुर्योधन भी वही धृतराष्ट्र का पुत्र है, बिलोंग्स टू द ग्रेट कुरु वंश, है ना. बट वाई ही इज हेटेड बट हिज ओन दुर्गुणास. Vibhishana, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, all born to same parents. But why Vibhishana is respected, not Ravana and Kumbhakarna? You should know, no. I have to be Arya, self-respected by others, by my own behavior. Focus on that. And people are watching us all the time. Our behavior, our actions, our words, our attitudes, our intentions, our undertakings, or our consumptions. तो remain Arya. अगर लोग देखे क्या ऐसे गंदा है, बफेलो की तरह खा रहा है और हमेशा सोता रहता है, लेजी फेलो, है ना. योर पेरेंट्स, यू आर ए बॉय, योर पेरेंट्स आर लुकिंग फॉर योर मैच फिक्सिंग. एनीवेयर यू गो, द गर्ल्स पेरेंट्स है, हमने इंक्वायर किया, योर सन इज सच यूजलेस फेलो, वी कांट डिस्ट्रॉय आवर डॉटर्स लाइफ. आर यू आर्या और व्हाट? और यू आर नोन फॉर योर ग्रेट क्वालिटीज, द 10 पीपल आर आस्किंग योर पेरेंट्स, इसको हमें हमारा दामाद बनाना है. एग्जाम्पल. So to an office, you should be selected by the boss as a leader for the team. It is not in your demanding the boss. It is when you behave, when you do work well with all knowledge, he says, I am selecting you. Arya, respectful, command the respect, don't demand. Okay, next one is Sarva Samaschaiva. Lord Rama is equal in all situations, at all experiences, everywhere. Which is another a great quality required to balance the mind so that energies are conserved, so that we can use them for our higher goals. I have to talk 10 minutes for it on it. Tomorrow we'll do. Thank you, friends. Aha. Now, Geetha, 4 shlokas we learned today. Yesterday we saw 58, 61, 62. Today 63, 64, 65, 66. Only 4. Om Ata Shri Vishnu Divya Sahasranama Stotram. त्रिषष्टि श्लोकात् आरभ्य. ओम ओम स्वापनः स्ववशो व्यापी, स्वापनः स्ववशो व्यापी, नैकात्मा नैककर्मकृत्, नैकात्मा नैककर्मकृत्, वत्सरो वत्सलो वत्सी, वत्सरो वत्सलो वत्सी, रत्नगर्भः रत्नगर्भो धनेश्वरः, रत्नगर्भो धनेश्वरः. 2 times. स्वापनः स्ववशो व्यापी, नैकात्मा नैककर्मकृत्, वत्सरो वत्सलो वत्सी, रत्नगर्भो धनेश्वरः. स्वापनः स्ववशो व्यापी, नैकात्मा नैककर्मकृत्, वत्सरो वत्सलो वत्सी, रत्नगर्भो धनेश्वरः. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. धर्मगुब धर्मकृत धर्मी, धर्मगुब धर्मकृत धर्मी, सदसत्क्षरमक्षरम्, सदसत्क्षरमक्षरम्, अविज्ञाता सहस्रांशुः, अविज्ञाता सहस्रांशुः, विधाता कृतलक्षणः, विधाता कृतलक्षणः. टुगेदर. धर्मगुब धर्मकृत धर्मी, सदसत्क्षरमक्षरम्, अविज्ञाता सहस्रांशुः, विधाता कृतलक्षणः. अगेन. धर्मगुब धर्मकृत धर्मी, सदसत्क्षरमक्षरम्, अविज्ञाता सहस्रांशुः, विधाता कृतलक्षणः. These are all Vishnu Bhagwan's names. Every name has a deep meaning which tells Bhagwan's Rupa or Swarupa or Guna or Leela or Avatara or Nama. कुछ ना कुछ इसमें भगवान के बारे में डिस्क्रिप्शन है. लाइक धर्मगुप्त मीन्स धर्म गोप्ता, मतलब वो धर्म का रक्षा करने वाला. कैसे? धर्मकृत, भाई धर्म को खुद कर कर, और उस धर्म का स्वरूप ही भगवान है. सद असत, he alone expresses the manifest world and unmanifest asat, and beyond that he is the imperishable aksharam. Avijnata, he is such a pure inner self, he cannot be objectively known. Sahasramshahu, his pure consciousness alone is there in the form of the consciousness in all of them, all of us. In this way, every name has deep meanings. I'll talk once. I've done it in Telugu, 350 days. I spoke on 1000 names. It's there in YouTube. Telugu में हम इंग्लिश में बोलेंगे कभी. Okay, third shloka. गभस्तिनेमिः सत्त्वस्थः गभस्तिनेमिः सत्त्वस्थः सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः आदिदेवो महादेवो आदिदेवो महादेवो देवेशो देवभृद्गुरुः देवेशो देवभृद्गुरुः टुगेदर गभस्तिनेमिः सत्त्वस्थः सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः आदिदेवो महादेवो देवेशो देवभृद्गुरुः. लास्ट श्लोक ऑफ द डे. उत्तरो गोपति दो बार ना. गभस्तिनेमिः सत्त्वस्थः सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः आदिदेवो महादेवो देवेशो देवभृद्गुरुः. Today's last shloka. Uttaro gopatirgopta Uttaro gopatirgopta Jnanagamyah Puratanah Jnanagamyah Puratanah Sharira Bhuta Bhrudbhokta Sharira Bhuta Bhrudbhokta Kapindro Bhuri Dakshinah Kapindro Bhuri Dakshinah. Together. Uttaro gopatirgopta ज्ञानगम्यः पुरातनः शरीरभूतभृद्भोक्ता कपीन्द्रो भूरि दक्षिणः. All the four today together. जो आज सीखा हमने. ओम स्वापनः स्वशो व्यापी नैकात्मा नैककर्मकृत वत्सरो वत्सलो वत्सी रत्नगर्भो धनेश्वरः धर्मगुब्धर्मकृद्धर्मे सदसत्क्षरमक्षरम् अविज्ञाता सहस्रांशुः विधाता कृतलक्षणः गभस्तिनेमिः सत्त्वस्थः सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः आदिदेवो महादेवो देवेशो देवभृद्गुरुः उत्तरो गोपतिर्गोप्ता ज्ञानगम्यः पुरातनः शरीरभूतभृद्भोक्ता कपीन्द्रो भूरि दक्षिणः. That way 66 श्लोकास we have done. Thank you friends. देखो देखते देखते इतना सीख लिया हमने. If we have never tried, we would have never learned. Vishnu Sahasranama, Rama's qualities in Ramayana, Geetha, Vedic chanting. एक घंटे में कितने चीज कर रहे बेटा. You should have that kindness, concern, sympathy showing in the form of being regular and sincere in your attending, learning and growing and telling your friends and bringing them. Choice is yours. Our purpose is to make all our youth aware of all our Gita's knowledge so that they won't fall in life, suffer in life, fail in life. They should only rise, succeed, enjoy. We want the whole world to be like that. Very noble idea. We need your help. Yeah, it takes time. Requires patience. It needs some trust. It requires some efforts to listen, to study, to understand. Thank you. ओम दुर्जना सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जन शांति माप्नुयात् शांतो मुच्येत वंदेभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमाते तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. गीता माता की जय. वेद व्यास भगवान की जय. रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. रामायण शास्त्र की जय. वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सदगुरुदेव भगवान की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नव पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय. राम राम व्यंब्य आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय. सरस्वती माता की जय. टुडे इज वसंत पंचमी. ओम सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक गण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. समस्त युवा मंडल की जय. थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स. Thank you.